What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we're back. It's your main man, Juan, right here. Bam! Creator of PaidLikeJuan.com. Another amazing, epic video for you guys tonight. Guys, welcome to class. Yes, you guys definitely want to have a pencil, pen, or paper handy, or you could take some notes on your electronic device. Whatever floats your boat. Grab your favorite drink. We're going to be talking for a few minutes, guys, because I'm going to plug you with one of my #1 marketing tips and strategies that may surprise you. This particular tip, very simple in its approach, have allowed me to build massive teams over the years in multiple companies, generate incomes beyond belief, and also put myself in a position to where I literally am the epitome of time, money, freedom, and I get to teach it to you guys, which I'm absolutely passionate about. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, activate all notifications so you guys get hit up when I drop this amazing content. A lot of you guys have been contacting me via direct message on Facebook. Some of you text. I've even had the opportunity to speak with a few of you guys over the phone this past few days in regards to you guys loving the way that I do these videos. I'm old school, ladies and gentlemen. I like to keep things simple because simplicity duplicates and duplication creates wealth, and you better understand that. Bam! So without further ado, guys, again, thanks for taking the time to check out this info, and let's get right into it, guys. Before I talk about Epic and why Epic is a company that's definitely here to stay, I'm 100% confident that this will become a legacy company, for the simple fact is that it just has all the ducks in line, guys. The owner is an incredible individual. Nobody's hiding here. Everybody's actively involved in what's going on. But we're going to talk about that in a second. I really want to share with you guys a tip that you guys really need to understand, and start practicing and start learning, because it truly has become a lost art, not just in the world of business or entrepreneurship or network marketing industry, but in our culture, in the world as a whole. This has truly become a lost art. But before we get into that, the book of the week, guys, yes, let's get into it. The 50th Law with 50 Cent and Robert Greene. This is one of my favorite reads. I'm reading through it again. I've read this book. This will be the third or fourth time I'm reading this book. It's an incredible book with an incredible message. I hold this book dear to me. I've had the opportunity and privilege to meet Robert Greene and 50 Cent personally, and I don't really care for 50 Cent's music or anything like that. These guys, when you get in front of people like this and you talk with people like this that are on this level, mindset wise, these guys are just on a totally different level when it comes to the mental game, when it comes to the mindset game, which is absolutely imperative to see any type of real success in anything. 50 Cent's an incredible individual, completely different individual from what you see in the quote-unquote rap videos. And Robert Greene, do I really have to say anything? Again, guys, I highly recommend you guys to grab an original copy of this incredible book if you can find one. If not, just hit up Amazon or do whatever you have to do, order one, but get one of these in your hand, because the message in this book and the foundational groundwork of what this book teaches you is pretty incredible. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. So the lost art in our culture, in our world, in our industry, what is it? What am I talking about? You know, one of the most common questions that I actually get asked is, hey Juan, how are you able to get involved in companies, business, affiliate marketing programs, and really build huge, massive teams? And when I say massive teams, I'm talking about teams with low attrition, people that stick with you. Stickability is where you're going to get and find yourself in a position to where you're bringing in those huge incomes that everybody talks about, everybody likes to brag and boast about. No, I'm talking about real life here, guys. I'm talking about real life stickability and the importance of being able to bring somebody on your team by having a really simple, duplicatable onboarding process and having them stick with you, right? That's what building a business is, not recruiting, a million people, having people fall off, recruiting more people, having people fall off. I know a lot of you guys are probably dealing with that right now. where you bring in one person and two people quit, you bring in two people, five people quit, etc., etc. And a lot of that really has to do with a huge disconnect in being human and personable with people. So let me explain. Let me take a few minutes, guys, to explain what I'm talking about. What I mean by the lost art and the importance of going back to being human. Right? I'm going to say that again. Going back to being human, a human being able to approach somebody, contact somebody, saying a simple hello, introducing yourself, having a real life conversation with individuals that's outside of text or email, being human. One of the things that I think a lot of people don't understand, especially in this industry, and don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, when I first got in this industry, we're talking about handing out audio CDs, meeting people at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, at a local Denny's or IHOP or whatever, doing one-on-one conversations with people, hitting up home parties and hotel meetings and all of those things. And people still do those things, guys. Those things still absolutely 100% work. People still do them, and there's nothing wrong with those things. When I got involved in this industry, we didn't have all these incredible tools that we have today. SMS broadcasts, email autoresponders, sophisticated marketing systems, all this tech that we're literally bombarded with on a daily basis, right? So we're bombarded with tech, and the more we're bombarded with all this tech, many of us lose that sense of having real connections with people. And that's one of my biggest secrets, ladies and gentlemen. I have the ability to get on the phone with people, connect with people like a human being, keeping it old school, keeping it original. And that seems to be a lost art. And my question to you guys is, why, right? Why? Right? Why can't you integrate or use technology in conjunction with just being who you are? Because nobody else can be you, and wherever you go, there you are. So my question again, and the problem with the lost art in this industry, in our culture, in our world, is why can't you just be a human being with other people, be personable, without having the use of using in conjunction with all this incredible technology? We truly live in incredible times, ladies and gentlemen. A business like Epic is having or literally owning your own Harvard University of trading in the palm of your hand, on your laptop, on your tablet. And as you introduce this concept, this training information, this incredible training platform, this Forex education, as you introduce this to people, people come on board, they learn the Forex game. They're able to put themselves in a position to where they can actually earn while they're learning, kind of like going to college, right? Going to college and getting a job, and you're actually in college, enrolled in college, right? And you're perhaps you got an incredible job or a high-paying job on the side, but you're earning while you're learning. I mean, what better situation can you possibly be in? But my number one tip for you guys, if you want to build a humongous, epic business, is get personal with people, get involved in people's lives, ask the real questions, right? Have conversations with people instead of sending 1,000 texts or 2,000 text blasts every day and wondering why you're not getting any responses. And even if you did get responses, you have absolutely no clue or no idea how to actually handle those responses in a human way, right? I can't tell you guys how many people I've talked to. I spoke to a lady yesterday from Texas who contacted me and said, "Wow, Juan, I can't believe you actually answered your phone. I've called 10 or 15 people today, left a few voicemails. I've yet to hear back from anybody, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera." Many of you that are watching this video are probably going through the same thing right now. You're looking on joining this incredible opportunity. We know it's epic, guys. We know this is incredible. We know that there's no other Forex education platform out there on the market right now. We know that the compensation plan is absolutely insane. We know that we have all the tech in place. The founders are great. Everybody that works in the corporate of Epic, we know that these are all incredible people. Now what, right? Bam, now what, right? So as you talk to people, or you send an email blast, or you post these things on Facebook, you post ads on Facebook and whatnot, and people actually reach out to you and say, hey Margaret, hey Manny, Hey Joe, hey Thomas, I'm ready to get started. What can you teach me? How do I get started the right way? I have some friends and family that are interested in coming on board as well. What's the best way that I should approach them? What tools should I introduce them to, etc., etc.? Would you know what to do, right? If 10, 20, 30 people came to you in the next week, wanted to get started, what is your onboarding process? How are you going to handle this influx, this crowd of people? Would you know what to do? Right. So if you're having a hard time or problems generating leads online, nobody's really biting on your ads on Facebook, nobody's hitting you up on Facebook, responding to your texts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You hit up 30 friends, nobody cares about what you got going on. So what else, guys? What else? What's the best way to get out there? One of the best ways to get out there and actually start building your epic business like a real professional. Well, go offline, start approaching people, right? The online stuff will come, guys. The online stuff is not going anywhere, but it's truly a lost art to be able to approach somebody offline in a grocery store, have a real conversation with somebody, a local coffee shop, et cetera, et cetera. This is where big businesses, this is where massive organizations are built, period, point blank. This is where massive organizations are built because this process is duplicatable. This process is real. This process has a sense of realism to it. It's grounded in reality. The lost art is being able to talk to somebody directly, whether that be on the phone, having a real life conversation with them, how this platform can literally transform their entire life. They can plug into Epic, learn a skill, learn a real life skill that can never be taken away from you. They can plug into a community of like-minded individuals who all want the same thing, which is to become the epitome of time, money, freedom. So how do you introduce people to this concept and then get that process to duplicate? By being a product of the system, by being a leading example. Talk to people, ladies and gentlemen. You talk to people about everything else, but Juan, I'm not a people person. Well, what are you, a dog person? Well, what are you, a dog person? Talk to people, guys. Practice this lost art, and I promise you guys, you'll be able to build and create a phenomenal income in Epic. And I'm going to leave this with this, guys. I didn't want this video to really go over 10 minutes. As with all businesses, especially when we're talking about the world of Forex, I want you guys to understand, do not make any investments in anything, okay? Because nothing can be guaranteed at the end of the day. And as just like anything else in the Forex market, there are risks involved, but do not make investments in anything of any type amount of money that you cannot afford to lose, period. And I just have to say that as a disclaimer. And it is what it is, guys. Again, there are risks in everything. You can get ready to go to the 9 to 5 that you don't like tomorrow, and get in a horrible car accident and be paralyzed from the waist down. Now what? Right? So there's risk in everything, ladies and gentlemen, but I want you guys to understand, effort only seems out of proportion to reward, but it never is. With dedication, hard work, stickability, your ability to get plugged into a platform and stick with it, learn this stuff, learn this game, get better at your people skills, guys, you can create a life of your the most wildest dreams possible. That I promise you. So with that said, guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Make the day absolutely majestic. Bam!